our officers here in Layton responded to this apartment complex a little after 12:30 this afternoon when a woman came to the office of the complex and reported that she'd been involved in an argument with her husband in their apartment, and she had run out and some shots had been fired through the door after she was outside of the apartment by the man that was still inside. So our officers responded and set up a containment, evacuated apartments immediately surrounding the area, and then attempted to make contact with the man inside. It was reported that he was the only one inside. We were not able to make contact with him, and a search warrant was drafted. We made entry into the apartment and found him deceased inside.
So he was already deceased as you guys entered. Do you have any idea at when, if he took his own life, when that may have taken place, or any more detail on what happened in there?
That's part of what the investigation will have to show. We don't know for sure how all of that played out yet, but the investigation should determine that. Yeah.
Gotcha. And this woman who was involved, is she in okay condition? Were there any injuries that she sustained or anything like that?
No, she was not injured. Nobody else was injured. Yeah, she's upset, obviously rattled by the situation, but just cooperating with us and part of the investigation. Yeah.
Gotcha. And you ran right through it right at the top. I think you already gave us the relevant times in terms of when you guys were called out and all that.
Yeah, I think we got the call at 12:36 this afternoon.
Gotcha. And did it impact? You talked about the nearby residences, other neighbors being evacuated, with the whole apartment complex shut down. What was kind of the impact of all this?
The immediate apartments surrounding the one in question were evacuated. Everybody else was just kept out of the area. The entrances and exits to the complex were closed for a period of time as well. And it did affect 3 schools in the area. We put them on a lockout situation. The school district implemented that. It was business as usual inside the school, but students just weren't coming and going, and then we obviously resolved it before school ended.
What was the size of the response from Layton PD, SWAT, whoever else is involved to handle this?
It was primarily, it was just Layton PD who responded, and then our regional SWAT team, who consists of officers from around the county. That's all that responded.
Cool. Yeah, I think obviously you hit all the information we need. Is there anything else you want to add, or just anything else you feel the public needs to hear or that needs to be said during times like this?
I don't think so. Yeah, I think the school situation was the only unusual thing about this one. But yeah.
Gotcha. In situations like this, people face potential domestic violence, things like this. Is there any advice to be offered, or anything that people should know?
Well, we don't know a lot about what led to this one specifically. But I guess just generally speaking, people who are involved in this type of a situation or find themselves in a situation that's escalating, anytime that they can create some distance and let things cool down, let the temperature come down on those situations, hopefully that leads to not resulting in something like this.